African American,
Oreo,
cracker,
black,
White,
Muslim,
Indian,
Caucasian,
Puerto Rican,
Spanish,
white, nigger,
Pakistani,
Hispanics, Muslim,
Chinese.
Thai.
Uzbek.
Oh, he looks like he's about to steal something.
Someone will see a white person, they'll think, oh, they listen to rock.
Spanish people make good rice and beans.
Asians, smart.
You're Muslim, you're part of Al-Qaeda.
Someone will see a black person and say, oh, they listen to rap and hip hop.
Even though we're all minority, like black and Spanish people, I think Spanish people think that they're better than black people.
If you say, oh, I have a bunch of black people at the party, you know that party's loud, you know, it's rowdy, it's crazy and everything.
Oh, he looks like he's about to, just do something terrible.
With a Spanish person, you expect an attitude.
He looks like a terrorist. He looks like a thug.
White people are usually to themselves or whatever, or they have this high standards thing.
Black people are like still under the cloud of oppression. They walk around with like attitudes, like think the world's against them, especially black men.
You gotta keep them separated.
My definition of racism is pure hatred towards a certain race.
Racism is something that is sort of present in everyone, whether they want to acknowledge it or not.
I don't blame anyone for being racist. I don't blame anyone for being prejudiced, because it is a natural thing, and it's something that you have to come to accept.
Teens lean towards, people of their own race, of their own ethnicity, because it's who they know. It's who they're familiar with.
Oh, the times they are a-changing.
A swastika being painted in an elevator in my apartment building makes me feel small and hated, and that I am at risk.
Once I was walking with my friend, who was also white, and we were walking to go pick up some of my other friends, and this guy started following us for like a block.
And recently, some girl called me a Pakistani bitch, and I'm not even Pakistani, and I don't know who she was.
We all went up to Maine, and like Maine is like not a lot of black people there or whatever. And we stopped at this gas station.
And there's a bunch of kids there. They were African American and Hispanic, I believe. There were about like 4 or 5 of them. And while we were walking, they were just following us.
Saying like, I hate you white bitches with a passion.
This officer comes by and like he stops, but he doesn't stop for like food or gas or anything. He stops because he sees us there, like he sees black people there.
The funny part is they called my friend Rob, he's a white one, they called him a Caucasian bastard, which I thought was pretty funny.
And he comes up to the car and he's like, really around here, there's not too much crime. And like he gave us this like baseball looking card, and I guess it's like something that all police officers give out.
He's like, go home, you fucking white hose, or something like that.
I realized when we got back to the hotel, because my parents and everybody was talking about it, and like they just felt that the guy was being racist because like he didn't stop for any reason. He just stopped and he came up to us and us alone.
It got to the point where he's like sexually threatening us, and I was just like, okay, let's walk faster now. That was one of the most vivid encounters I've had that I remember.
Even though we do separate ourselves sometimes by race, we're not like openly racist.
I'm not racist either, just the way I was brought up. Like, my family has this thing that you can't get involved with a black person because they're too rowdy, they're too loud, and they're usually dangerous.
Being placed like in a stereotype is kind of like being placed in a box. Like you're in this box and like this is what people think about you, but that's not necessarily like who you are.
It hurts me that when you're on the train and you see someone, if someone to see me, and I might look a little bit urban or something like that, and even though I might be West Indian, people just want to classify me as just being a gangster or a thug or something like that. I don't think that's cool at all, because I'm a person who studies. I'm very hardworking. I have a job on And, you know, for you to classify me as that, I mean, that's the worst thing you can do.
Mothers and fathers throughout the land, and don't criticize what you can't understand. Your sons and your daughters are beyond your command. Your old road is rapidly aging. Please get out of the new one if you can't lend your hand, for the times they are a-changin'.